So, this is horribly tragic, and it is a part of an ongoing issue in Billings, Montana.
Okay.
So, right now, citizens of Billings, Montana are living in a state of fear because of this and many other things that are going on right now. And there's a family grieving a 31-year-old man and his nearly 1-year-old son who would have turned 1 this November 2nd.
Okay.
And they were killed November 1st. It was literally the day before he was about to turn 1. So what happened? November 1st, around 10:05 a.m., officers were called to a home on the 700 block of North 17th Street regarding a shooting. A witness told officers they noticed a vehicle pulling up to the house and a large volley of shots being fired into the neighboring residence. So the police officers couldn't make contact with anyone inside, so they broke through the door.
Just like nonstop shooting? Just...
Yep. Shot up the house. Apparently, there were also, I think... Hold on. Before we get to that part, let's just finish this part. So when they went in, they saw a man deceased on top of a baby who was unresponsive. So when he was shot, he landed on top of protecting his baby. Okay, guaranteed he was protecting his baby from the shots. He fell on top of it and landed there dead. And the baby couldn't breathe, obviously.
Yeah, that really sucks, man.
I told you, it's very tragic. It's terrible. Like, can you imagine how the family must be feeling right now?
Yeah.
And
I mean, I still look at that act as that man being heroic, doing a heroic thing. It's not like you can guess something like that happened. You know, that's not how a normal human brain works. Is, oh no, let me protect my child, but make sure my elbows are down. So, like, come on, you know, that just doesn't. You don't think like that. So that's really tragic.
You just cover them and pray for the best. You know, like you don't even have time to pray for the best. But yeah, he collapsed on him, and they both passed. Unfortunately, it's super, super, super sad.
I just hope that's an easy passing for a young child like that, you know, because everyone knows about SIDS, sudden infant death, and after being in the womb for 9 months, it seems like they pass very calm and like, you know, I don't even know how to describe it. It just seems very painless and an easy passing. So I hope this situation is like that too, so that it'd just make me feel better about the situation, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, but the thing is SIDS, the babies are usually asleep, and they're not dealing with a loud firing of guns. You know?
They think, yeah.
They are. Like, it's almost always in the crib when they're asleep.
Right, but what I'm saying is usually there's not any confirmation to where they're not on video, so it's not like they opened their eyes and then passed. I understand it's assumed they're asleep because most of the time they're in a crib or a car seat or something that has put something too close to their face, so whether it's like a lack of oxygen or what, but anyways, yeah.
So
it's sad.
I'm also seeing here, which I don't quite understand. I'm guessing they're talking about the home, but it's not super clear. It says another witness saw people get out of a pickup truck, run into the home, then fleeing into a neighborhood house. Wait, what? Because they're also saying in that same paragraph in this news report, which I also have the police statement. This is coming from the media press release. That they got a description of the vehicle. They located it on the 300th block of South 28th Street. I'm assuming this is not a good neighborhood. And a witness saw these people getting out of the truck, running in a home, and then running in a different home. So I don't know if they're talking about the home where the shots were fired or if they're talking about a home in this bad area. It's kind of confusing. I'm assuming they're talking about the bad area.
Yeah.
I'm assuming they are. So Billings officers locked down the residences, and they ended up getting 10 people to surrender. It took about 5 hours, and 10 people surrendered.
Oh my gosh, 10 people.
But
Jeez.
listen to this. No arrests have been made in connection to the father and son's deaths.
Why?
Don't know.
Well, okay, so what are the details around this?
So the details around this and how I got to this conclusion, okay, was I was looking at the media press release on Facebook, and then in the comment section, there's tons of comments from people upset. If enough of us go, here's one comment. If enough of us go to city council and voice our opinions, they have to go before county commissioners and fight for us. Forget the parks and recreation bond. Fight for our city. Fight for our children.
Is it actually cop bullets, maybe?
People are angry. And then when I went digging a little more, I found this article, which is entitled, it's from Nonstop Local Billings. It looks like it's part of CBS. Billings Police Department addresses the rise in violent and gang-related crime in the Magic City. And that crime is listed on this list. It says
Magic City.
I guess that's what they refer to their city as.
I think Alabama is Magic City, but...
So there's more than one Magic City. Over the past several weeks, police have responded to several calls across Billings, most of which are weapons calls for a shooting that was either directed at a home or a person. Chief St. John said of these crimes are gang-related and that there are over 100 gang-affiliated criminals living in Billings. He said the affiliates are typically males between the ages of 14 to 24. They are working with multiple agencies addressing street crimes and gang violence. So apparently this is an issue. They've responded to 222 stolen gun reports. 128 of those were stolen out of vehicles. Like, they're dealing with a whole bunch of gang violence in Billings right now. And like I said, This is one of 4 of these kinds of crimes in the past few weeks.
Jeez.
We have these 4.
Yeah, that is crazy.
So
that is...
And people on the Facebook are like, they're putting all this money into building these, like, park centers and everything, but what about the streets? Like, it's dangerous right now.
And that's such a random place, Montana. I wonder if that is a hub to transferring dope to Canada. Gangs follow dope. And I know that the main... line on this side of the country is through Texas, up through Missouri. It's not the 40. I forget what it's called, going through Branson and all the way up to Chicago. Essentially, it's from Texas to Chicago, this highway or 2 highways.
It's literally like Route 66. It's Interstate 55, and then to the 40.
It cuts off in the Illinois area right at the bottom to go up towards Montana. And I bet in Illinois it's super hot there because the population. So I wonder if that's what it is, And gangs tend to live in those cities that are along that highway.
Yeah, I bet you're onto something there. Because I was wondering too, Billings, Montana, that seems odd. But this is, it's scary. I would be scared if I was living in that area.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like, somebody just rolling up to a house, shooting up a father and son for no apparent reason? Maybe to rob them? Maybe just because they feel like it? Like, what is going on? Was that a distraction for another major crime? Like, what was going on there? But I wanted to... say we can put up a picture of each of their obituaries right here, but I just wanted to read like one little thing about them each. So Tatik, I think is the baby's name. Sorry if I butchered that. Morrison was about to be 1. He was going to turn one in November 2nd. He also went by Ted. That was like his little nickname. That's what everyone called him, was Ted. And his nicknames are also Smiley and Bean. He was abundantly loving, kind, sweet, full of energy, and fun. Kenneth Morrison, the father, was also known as Baby Kane. Apparently he had 4 other children from another mother. And he was said to love his kids immensely and tried to do the best for them that he could. One child of his actually already died previously in 2012, which is really sad. It says he has many close friends and family throughout his lifetime, too many to mention. His circle was large, and he had a friend wherever he went. Really, really sad. This baby is so cute. So cute. It hurts my heart anytime I see anything like this.
Yeah, it's horrible. It just wasn't needed.
No, and that's part of what the chief was saying, is that these young men have no regard for human life or property at all, and that's terrifying when you have a group of like vandals, like, hoodlums out there running the streets who have no care in the world for anybody else's life, who will kill you for no reason.
There's certain gang culture out there. It is not all gang culture, and I'm not pro gang or anything. I'm going to give you guys the facts, but there's still a lot of gangs out there that do not allow that type of behavior. It's supposed to be only gang on gang violence. Kids and women aren't involved. You can't just drive by and shoot up a house. However, there are other gangs out there that have zero regard. Doesn't matter. And for whatever reason, there's certain areas that are real hotbeds for those gangs that have no regard. I think the main areas are like Washington, Alaska, Hawaii. And I don't know why there are certain gangs out there like that, but it's really sad. If you're going to do crime, man, come on, at least lay in your own bed. Don't take somebody down with you. If you need to live that life, look, freedom for all. Live that life, but don't put another human being's life at risk, No. It's horrible.
Is so sad.
Yeah.
I want to know what is going on in Billings, Montana. What is happening there?
Absolutely.
And I hope they clean it up.
Me too.
But let me know what you think. And if you live in Montana or in that area, please key us in. Give us the tea. What's going on there?